The fresh smell of New Zealand, the cold wind, the birds chirping. Why are they on the ground? Aren't they supposed to be flying? The birds aren't birding. What? We're at the beautiful lands of New Zealand, where either nature has a twisted sense of humor, or this is nature's equivalent of a draft folder. New Zealand may have its share of birds. Weirdly enough, though, some can't fly. You know, the one thing birds are known for. Take, for example, the kiwi, which is closer to rats than birds, penguins, which I thought only existed in Antarctica, and the main protagonist of our video, the Kakapo parrot, or sometimes known as the owl parrot. Despite the fact that flightless birds aren't rare in New Zealand, the Kakapo bird still stands out from the rest. One of the reasons being that this fat bird is also called the owl parrot, and it's because it hunts in the night and sleeps in the day, just like owls. It also has eyes that are a mix of parrot eyes and owl eyes, since they're on the side of the head, which resembles a parrot's eyes. But their pupils are well-rounded, which resembles owls. The Kakapo birds are vegetarians, eating only fruits, seeds, leaves, flowers, and such. Despite that, the Kakapo bird is the heaviest parrot on Earth, one weighing at about 4 kilograms. Surely one would think that being in such a weight class and having no flight would mean they're kinda strong, right? Wrong. Not only are these birds flightless, but they also suffer from untreatable stupidity. Whenever they come across a predator, they freeze. That's right, they do nothing, except for hope that the predator would be on a diet. Truly a move only a Kakapo bird would think of. This is also very surprising, since the Kakapo birds are very strong runners, walking at about several kilometers. As for outrunning predators, they missed that memo. Let's just say in a predator chase, they won't be winning any gold medals. It also doesn't really help with the fact that these fancy birds have their own perfume on all the time, which gives off their location. What I mean is that these birds have a peculiar scent to them, which the locals describe as being sweet, like honey or flower. That's not all though. This bird is a proper beacon to predators. They mate by the process of lekking, in which the male attracts the female. To do this, the male first clears up a dirt path that leads straight to them, and then they sit at the center of it and then they puff up their chests, creating a deep booming sound that echoes across the forest in the night for 8 hours straight, every day for months. This noise is basically a dinner invitation to the nearby predators, and the dirt path cleared up is the red carpet to it. They also make a ching sound, but no matter what sound they make, it's gonna be hard to find any female kakapos since they're so rare. And the females only want to breed when the rimu fruit is ripe because the male doesn't help with bringing up the children, so the female would rather have babies when searching for food isn't a problem. And those wings you see aren't meant for flight, rather for balance and climbing trees. Okay, you might be asking yourself, why did evolution take away everything necessary for its survival? Why didn't evolution just let the Kakapo bird keep its flight? But you see, this isn't the fault of nature, rather, it's our fault. You see, before humans came along, the Kakapos were thriving. New Zealand lacked land mammalians, hence there were no predators on the ground. So these parrots had the bright idea to leave flying, since the grounds were safer than the air anyways. That idea isn't still shining though, since when we came around we brought along land predators such as stoats, cats, and rats who hunt down eggs, babies, and sometimes even adult kakapos. Remember how these birds have their own fancy perfume? Well, turns out it's more of a curse than a blessing. Our lurking predators have a nose for it. Now, when danger lurks, these birds pull off the ultimate mannequin challenge, freezing on the spot. Maybe back in the day, this freeze act was their winning move. But these new predators? They don't care about that. They see frozen bird, they thank God for free dinner. You'd be surprised, but these birds age splendidly. Some of them can go up to 60 to 100 years. So, don't be shocked. There might just be a kakapo out there vibing at the same age as your grandma. Maybe they even share the same birthday. Who knows? They start mating only when they reach their 5th birthday, which is problematic for conservationists, since they have to wait 5 years for a kakapo to start reproducing. Due to these reasons, the kakapo birds are a rare beauty. They're the most critically endangered parrots on the planet, with only about 247 of them left. You know, they're very close to extinction since all of the living birds are literally named. You might probably even know Sirocco. The one Kakapo bird who was so desperate to mate that he mistook a visiting human's head for a potential partner during a wildlife documentary. But despite all this, there's still hope for these birds. New Zealand has made special islands free of predators for these precious birds, and we recently had a very successful breeding month for these birds as well, so there's still a chance that they could have an epic comeback. So remember, if you come across a Kakapo bird, which I doubt you will, be gentle with these birds. They probably just need some love and attention. But for the love of God, do not wear green. You do not want to recreate what Sirocco did to that man. The Kakapo's quirky behavior is entertaining, but it also reminds us of how fragile the balance of nature can be. And as viewers and lovers of nature, we have the power to make a difference. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share this video. It may be just one click for you, but it could save the lives of these beautiful birds. Let's make sure we don't only tell tales of these beautiful birds to our children. Instead, let's work together so we can show it to them too.